She was clearly a ruthless and cold-blooded empress. But now, she kneels on the ground, letting others trample her. Even though she's beaten and bruised all over, she doesn't dare resist. She even takes the initiative to offer to help a man relax his body. Yet, seeing her fragile and pitiful state, my legs grew weak, and I couldn't stop retreating. Because I, having transmigrated here, not only inherited the original owner's memories, but also foresaw that 10 years from now, this very woman would torture me to the ATH in the cruelest way. And tortured me to the ATH in the cruelest way. The original owner of this body was named Su Chang. On the surface, he was the youngest elder of the Jianyun immortal sect. He was exceptionally talented, refined, and admired by thousands. In reality, he was a fugitive and traitor hunted by the immortal realm. A true criminal, he betrayed the immortal realm by colluding with the saintess of the demon abyss. He was wanted by the immortal realm and fled to the lower realm's Jianyun immortal sect. In truth, he was a complete scoundrel and degenerate. The woman before me was Su Chang's disciple, Feng Wanqing. Su Chang only viewed Feng Wanqing as a tool for cultivation. When the time was right, he would use dual cultivation to seize all of her cultivation. But before that could happen, Feng Wanqing had to remain a virgin. Thus, the original owner strongly opposed Feng Wanqing. Interacting with other men, her eventual descent into darkness was deeply tied to the original owner. Today, the original owner only caught Feng Wanqing sparring with a junior brother from another sect. He flew into a rage and severely punished her. Seeing Feng Wanqing's pitiful state, covered in injuries, I couldn't help but feel a bit of sympathy. I was about to comfort her, but suddenly, a warning rang in my mind. Ding! Compassion detected. The Super Scoundrel system is now activated. As the host of the Super Scoundrel system, you are forbidden from feeling any pity for the female lead, Feng Wanqing. Feng Wanqing has made a mistake. The host must punish her within 3 minutes. Mission reward, 100 scoundrel points, 10 breakthrough pills, mission failure penalty, deduction of 10 scoundrel points. Cultivation level drops by 2 stages plus physical punishment. Note, the host starts with 100 scoundrel points. Failure to complete tasks assigned by the system will result in deduction of points. If points reach 0, the system will automatically unbind. The host will die. Reading this message left me speechless. What the hell? What kind of villain system is this? Can't it see that Feng Wanqing was already beaten up by the original owner? And this damn system still wants me to hit her? It's utterly shameless. And what the hell is physical punishment? This system is heartless. Ding! System warning. Your time is running out. I didn't dare gamble on whether the system was bluffing. I had no choice but to throw a punch at Feng Wanqing. She let out a muffled groan and was sent flying 10 meters away. Watching her trembling body as she coughed repeatedly, I pretended to sigh deeply and scolded her. If you make a mistake, you must accept punishment. Using sparring as an excuse, you colluded with a junior brother from another sect to steal martial arts techniques. As punishment, you must copy this rare heaven tier technique, which I have cherished for years, 10 times. Hearing this, Feng Wanqing was stunned. The Jianyun immortal sect only has 2 heaven tier techniques, and my master wants me to copy one? Is this really a punishment? Seeing her still kneeling on the ground without moving, I frowned and spoke displeased. Leave if you understand. Ding! Punishment task completed. Reward, 100 scoundrel points. 10 breakthrough pills. Special reward for beginner task. Supreme Spirit Suppression Skull Card. After activation, for 1 hour. It simulates the aura of supremacy. Limited to 1 use per day. Hearing the notification, I let out a long sigh of relief. Though it was a bug exploit, I managed to bluff my way through. Feng Wanqing stood up and left the room. Her beautiful eyes slowly filled with an unusual light. That palm strike from my master earlier actually cleared the clotted blue D in my body. Reward, 10 scoundrel points. Favorability can also add points? Curiously, I opened the points interface. But then I noticed Feng Wanqing's favorability was actually negative. At that moment, the system popped up again to remind me. Main task activated. Main task. As the ultimate villain, the host must alter this world's plot development. Seize the luck value of this world's male and female leads. Hidden task. Help Feng Wanqing embrace darkness. Task failure will result in the host losing all cultivation and becoming a cripple. Help the female lead embrace darkness? Isn't this just repeating the mistakes of my past life? If she embraces darkness, I'll be dead for sure. Damn system. I was left speechless as I read to the end. This hidden task is utterly ridiculous. Just as I was complaining, I suddenly sensed a fluctuation at the sect's barrier. Realizing someone had broken in, I cautiously went to investigate. As soon as I arrived outside the sect gate, I saw a young woman drenched in sweat, her face flushed red. She was enduring excruciating pain from her injuries as she walked step by step. Who are you? Why have you forced your way into the Jianyun immortal sect? When she saw me, the young woman's face immediately lit up with joy. Like a starving wolf, she instinctively threw herself at me. She writhed as though in severe discomfort, desperately suppressing some desire within her. Her cheeks carried an unnaturally feverish flush. It was obvious that she had been poisoned with a charm toxin. I immediately sealed her meridians with a strike. Then I decided to take her back first. I'd question her once she regained consciousness. Back in the room, I summoned the dam system to check her information. She is the top disciple of the Shui family from the northern wastelands. Her cultivation is at the early stage of the nascent soul realm. She is destined to become the secret lover of this world's male lead, Yi Feng. In the ancient secret realm opened by the eternal immortal dynasty, she sacrificed herself to save the male lead. The male lead of this world is Yi Feng? What the hell? I actually ran into one of Yi Feng's secret harem members? I pondered for a moment. After spitting out a large mouthful of poisonous blue D, Shui Liuli's complexion gradually returned to normal. She quickly stood up and thanked me. I nodded faintly and replied, "No need to be polite." Shui Liuli gazed at my handsome and extraordinary face. Unconsciously, her cheeks flushed slightly again. She began to let her imagination run wild. A talented, young, and powerful sect elder. It wouldn't be so bad to dual cultivate with him to detoxify. What are you thinking, Shui Liuli? Stay composed. Ding. Shui Liuli favorability plus 30. Reward. 300 scoundrel points. Scoundrel points. 360. Liuli, staying here might implicate your sect. Your kindness is unforgettable. Liuli hesitated, then spoke seriously. Your great kindness. Liuli began to express her gratitude. Just as she was about to finish her sentence, a deafening roar from outside interrupted her. You scum of the Jianyun immortal sect. How dare you harbor my people? If you don't hand them over today, don't blame me for exterminating your entire sect. A voice, imbued with spiritual power, echoed through the sky. All the disciples of the Jianyun immortal sect, upon hearing this, looked up in shock. Above them, they saw a massive gathering of spiritual energy. Within the energy, a decayed and withered figure slowly appeared. It was an old man dressed in black robes. The flesh on his face had already decayed and sunken in. His hollow eyes and demonic visage instilled terror in the disciples who recognized him. That's the aura of the Ghost Corpse sect. Could it be the Ghost Corpse Patriarch? Said the Ghost Corpse Patriarch is cruel and ruthless, notorious across the 5 domains. Countless sects have perished at his hands, and his hands are stained with endless blue D. Ding! The Ghost Corpse Patriarch has appeared. Please assist Shui Liuli in resolving the Ghost Corpse Patriarch. Random scoundrel points reward. Note: the host can only act at the most critical moment. The higher the sense of grandeur, the greater the random points reward. To hell with grandeur. This damn system is so demanding. As the entire Jianyun immortal sect fell into state of panic and fear, 3 figures suddenly soared into the sky. These were Bai Yunshan, the second elder, Zhao Yuchen, the 4th elder, and Zhou Yuan, the grand elder of the Jianyun immortal sect. Ghost Corpse Patriarch, our Jianyun immortal sect has always kept to ourselves, and never interfered with your Ghost Corpse sect. When did we ever harbor your people? Faced with Zhou Yuan's furious questioning, the Ghost Corpse Patriarch sneered and pointed at Shui Liuli below. That girl down there is the vessel I have chosen. Hand her over at once, or I will annihilate your insignificant sect. The fiery-tempered second elder Bai Yunshan retorted. You're going too far. Our Jianyun immortal sect is not a place where you can act recklessly. Hearing this, the 4th elder Zhao Yuchen quickly cautioned. Elder Bai, don't provoke him. Our sect might not be able to contend with him in a fight. Hand over the girl, and it will be over. Zhao Yuchen, shut up. Are you even a man? The Ghost Corpse Patriarch completely disregarded Zhou Yuan and the others. He even leered at Bai Yunshan, licked his lips, and chuckled sinisterly. You look pretty good, little lady. How about you and the girl from the Shui family? Both become my dual cultivation vessels? Serve me well, and I might spare your sect. Bai Yunshan's eyes blazed with fury. You wretched old scum, do you truly think my Bai family of the northern wastelands has no supreme experts? If anything happens to me, my family will hunt you to the very depths of hell. As the battle seemed imminent, Shui Liuli stepped forward from the crowd and spoke. The Ghost Corpse Patriarch is a mid-stage nascent soul expert. Not a single one of you in the sect is his match. It's my presence that's implicated you all. I'll go with him. Inside me lies a blue D-line restriction, placed by a supreme expert from the Su family of the eternal immortal realm. This restriction conceals my aura. It shields me from being detected and hunted by the immortal realm. Although my cultivation is currently suppressed, and I can't fight at full strength, I still have that thing. Thinking of this, I stopped her. Then I looked up at the Ghost Corpse Patriarch with a mocking smile. The Jianyun immortal sect is under the protection of strong experts. A mere mid-stage nascent soul cultivator is nothing to fear. The Ghost Corpse Patriarch squinted his eyes with a derisive expression. Hey, it seems the Jianyun immortal sect is full of overconfident fools. Blind, short-lived idiots. Are you trying to play the hero and save the beauty? This patriarch specializes in crushing arrogance. Die. With that, he reached out aggressively, his hand radiating immense pressure. But I was unfazed. I crushed the item card in my hand. With just you think you can deal with me? The next moment, a thunderbolt struck down from the clear sky. Simultaneously, a deep and majestic voice echoed, resonating as if from the heavens. Today, I shall see for myself. Who dares to threaten the Jianyun immortal sect? The aura from the heavens was vast and overwhelming, even though it was only a spiritual projection of a supreme expert. It was powerful enough to make everyone tremble from the depths of their souls. They were shocked and in disbelief. It was the aura of a supreme expert, a presence capable of destroying the heavens and the earth. A supreme expert? Does the Jianyun immortal sect have the protection of a supreme expert? The ghost corpse patriarch's hair stood on end. A deep sense of crisis surged from the depths of his heart. Before he could flee, the supreme expert's spiritual projection grabbed him. In its palm, the elders froze in place at the sight. Do we really have the protection of a supreme expert? Could this be the safeguard left by the sect master during his travels? At that moment, the ghost corpse patriarch consumed most of his spiritual power. To barely escape the grasp, he turned, dropped to his knees, and said, I have greatly offended you. I didn't know the Jianyun immortal sect was under such protection. I was reckless. With you here, I dare not act against the Jianyun immortal sect. I only seek to reclaim my vessel. This person is not a disciple of your sect, so I ask for your permission to take her. After saying this, he moved at full speed. In an instant, he was in front of Shui Liuli. Seeing this, I stepped forward, placing myself between the two. If I were you, I wouldn't be this foolish. Nearby, fourth elder Zhao Yuchen sneered. Su Cheng sure knows how to pick his moment to show off. With a supreme expert present, the ghost corpse patriarch wouldn't dare act rashly. He just had to step out for attention. What a petty man. Get out of my way, boy. Just a peak nascent soul cultivator? You dare block me with such weak strength? The ghost corpse patriarch flew into a rage. Every second mattered to him now. If the supreme expert above grew displeased, he could be annihilated in an instant. Facing the ghost corpse patriarch's overwhelming attack, my expression remained unchanged. I simply raised my head to the sky, calm and unruffled. In a soft voice, I spoke. I gave you a chance to run, but you squandered it. If you like it here so much, why not stay forever? As my final words fell, the supreme projection in the sky suddenly acted. A massive pillar of flame, brimming with spiritual power. The attack struck the ghost corpse patriarch directly. He let out a miserable scream, as he was violently slammed into the ground. Your Highness, I have suppressed his cultivation. This person is at your Highness's disposal. The deep and resonant voice echoed in everyone's ears. Everyone looked on with expressions of disbelief. Expressionless, I nodded and spoke. Stand down. The projection acknowledged and slowly dissipated into the sky. In truth, the supreme projection's words were controlled by me. Talking to myself felt a little strange, but still, the dramatic atmosphere was there, and the grandeur was enough. At that moment, all eyes were on me. The ghost corpse patriarch crawled out of the rubble, his face filled with fear. Supreme One, I admit my mistakes. Please spare my life, Supreme One. From now on, the ghost corpse sect will fully submit to your will. I shook my head, and a strand of spiritual energy gathered at my fingertip. It erupted with a terrifying spiritual shockwave. With a devastating spiritual shockwave, under everyone's gaze, it pierced through the ghost corpse patriarch's body. The ghost corpse sect has committed countless atrocities. How dare such filth pledge loyalty to me? With the ghost corpse patriarch dealt with, fourth elder Zhao Yuchen eagerly approached with flattery. Impressive, Elder Su. I always said you were extraordinary. Whenever you act, it's earth-shattering. Bai Yunchen, hearing this, exposed him mercilessly. Didn't you just call him a show-off and say he was a petty man? I ignored their conversation and focused on the system rewards in awe. Ding! Successful show-off. Random reward. 777 scoundrel points. Shui Liuli's favorability plus 30. She now harbors feelings for the host. The host has altered the emotional trajectory between Yi Feng and Shui Liuli. Reward: 500 scoundrel points. Yi Feng, right. The sect tournament is happening in a few days. That's when Yi Feng and other key figures will appear. My disciple, Feng Wanqing, still has a weak cultivation level. I need to come up with a plan. The next day arrived quickly. To help Feng Wanqing improve her cultivation, I brought her alone to the back mountain, to the deepest part of Yun Lake. After I softly called out, a silver-haired figure, resembling a child of about 7 or 8, emerged from the water. What was strange was that beneath this girl, there were no legs. Only a purplish blue tail, a human upper body and serpent lower body, clearly marking her as part of the demon race. Are we finally returning to the ancient demon realm? I told you, once we return, you'll be the Dragon King. Dragon King? You're clearly just a snake. I'm here for something else this time. You've always said you had a treasure. My disciple's cultivation is too low. She's also not familiar with the martial techniques she just learned. Sister Yao Lan, don't you have the dragon tribe's body refining secret technique? I'd like you to teach her. Yao Lan grinned mischievously after hearing this, then gradually transformed into a full-grown woman. I didn't think you liked this type. When I ascend to the Supreme Realm, I'll be able to fully transform into a human. By then, I'll rival this little sister in appearance. You'll have your way however you like. Hearing this, I twitched at the corner of my mouth and was about to respond, when an unexpected system notification sounded. Ding! Side quest issued. Increase Yao Lan's favorability to 80 or higher. Assist her in ascending to the Supreme Realm. During her ascension, seize Yao Lan's Dragon Tribe Blue D line and extract her dragon bone. After reading the system prompt, I was speechless. This cursed system is incapable of anything decent. Afraid I might fail to become the ultimate scoundrel, huh? In the previous life, Yao Lan trusted Su Chang the most. But Su Chang's goal was to take her dragon bone. During her ascension, he actually launched a surprise attack, forcefully extracting her dragon bone.